Hey, g'day and welcome back to another episode of Breathedge. In the last couple of episodes, what we've been working on is getting the acceleration, the torch, and obviously our oxygen balloon. In this episode, we're going to start making a way to start looking at our mask and also our suit itself. In order to get these, we need to find glass and we need to find paint, and that's what we're going to find in this episode. So don't forget to hit the likes, hit the subscribe if you'd like to see more of Breathedge or any other videos that I do around this. But let's jump straight into it. And let's go. So we're going to head straight out and down. So that's where we're going. Keeping in mind we've now got our accelerator. Accelerate this way. And about here, we're going to drop our balloon. Let's take a feel. Okay, so now we can head back and start to collect. So we've got a few things that we want to collect. We've got this safe here.
The safe is private property, and the Global Funeral Agency is indifferent to the fact of its opening. The Breathedge Global Funeral Agency. We care about your reputation.
So we need a retina scan, so we need, obviously, an eye. What do we got? Goo. We don't really need this stuff. So let's head down to our little friend down here. We'll grab a little more oxygen. I'm just grabbing this metal as we see it. So, what do we got? We got a little bit of friend, but he's
probably the owner of
electrocuted.
the shuttle with paint. He was engaged in illegal pumping during the crash, judging by the traces of paint on his hands and a huge hose stuck to his face.
Alright, what do we got? We'll take it. Okay, and we got his eyeball. So, let's grab his eyeball. Let's head up. And grab our oxygen. I was a little bit distracted there. And use his eyeball to open this safe. There we go. Lead paint and thick electrical tape. But we got lead paint. We got lead paint. We got one lead paint. Now to get some more. So what we want to do is we want to head over here and not be distracted. We want to grab that through this here. Take a big breath of oxygen. And head over here without grabbing other resources. And go as far as we can into this paint store. Look at it all. So hopefully we can sneak just inside. Which we can.
A large accumulation of toxic colorant has been discovered. If you find a container with this substance, you may receive irreversible brain damage and also improve the anti-radiation protection of the spacesuit.
Alright, so just get inside. Install. And breathe. Okay, now explore. So what you will find is lead. But more importantly, we don't want to go in that world. Metal.
It looks like a tank with paint.
Drill. Done. So we've got paint, but what we've got here is our lead. So there's plenty of lead floating around as well. Let's go back and get some oxygen. There's plenty to grab here, so make sure you grab your fill of lead. You've got plenty of oxygen there, so you can either smash. Just grab the little ones floating around. One last trip. Just after lead so paint, let's head back. Done. All right, awesome. All right, so that's our lead and the paint. Let's make some suits. So to make the helmet, we need glass, plastic, and aluminium. We're not going to be able to do that. Roll of fabric, 2 lead paint, and 4 aluminium. So we do need to get some aluminium. We need our aluminium also to make some more oxygen stations. So, but we can make our refined metal, which we don't need. We need that, but we know how to make lead paint. Surprisingly enough, it's lead and paint. So what we are missing is glass, so we can't do the helmet. That's going to be in the next one. Roll of fabric and 4 aluminium. So what we want to do here is with the equipment objects, we want to make ourselves another station. So we need some thick electrical tape. We want to do 2 of these. So we want a second oxygen candle. So second oxygen candle. And this is why I would suggest don't waste your oxygen candles early. And what was it? Thick electrical tape. There's your 2 thick electrical tapes. One. 2. All right, quick check. We got decent shears. We got spare drills. We've got handy scrapper. We've got a new one there, and we've got a ton of metal and aluminium that we'll get rid of now. We've got 2 oxygen generators, and we got food and water. So let's drop all this stuff over. And let's go. So our next trip we're going to head over to, and this is why I sort of hadn't pushed it before, is we're going to continue our journey now, which we hadn't done before, through these mannequins. So we're going to go through the mannequins, and we're going to follow the mannequins around there. As you can see, which is very handy, you can see where your oxygen balloons are in the distance, and these are the areas that we've covered. So we're now going to travel that way. So let's grab this. Let's throw one of those in our drill slot. And continue exploring. Now, if you need fabric, you have fabric here. Let's head. Should have some...
A lot of various goods were transported in the cargo holds of the liner unnamed. The Global Funeral Agency rented only a small part of the ship's space in the framework of the advertising company and has nothing to do with these goods.
Alright, mannequins. But keep pushing yourself. Don't get distracted like I just did.
The absence of movement of the nearby debris contradicts the basic laws of physics. Either someone forgot about the use of logic, or it is an anomaly formed in the radius of the destroyed core of the liner.
Keep pushing it. And around about here, where there's some space, deploy.
There should have been a joke about fat people here, but it didn't fit into the screen's text field.
Okay, so fill yourself up. So we've got, besides the fat person and the second swarmer that he's trying to reach for, so take that. So there's 2 chances to get your acceleration, but I think... Alright. But we've got plenty of drums here to crack open. So, start cracking. Got a little bit more of exploring to do here. So once we've filled up, we want to head down this way. So grab this balloon and keep pushing yourself. We've got a little bit of exploring to do here. It's sort of in the middle of nowhere.
It looks like an underage child's cabin. I hope we won't find any dead children here, otherwise we will never escape the attacks of human rights activists.
So park yourself another balloon here. Refill. And once again, explore and just grab the stuff that's important. So we'll grab the toy. The painting. Look.
It seems that the drawings are made by an adult, or a foot. It's not possible to identify this precisely.
Alright, examine. Make sure you examine the picture. Now you get the double condom balloon, which is obviously going to increase. Milko! Talc. Alright, we're starting to get a little bit full. But what we're after is salt.
Oh no, that's what I was worried about.
Grab some wire since we're lacking a little bit of wire. Make sure we... Whoa! Have a look at it. Oh, we can't. Let's go get some oxygen. And continue exploring. So, have a look at our good little friend here. We can expect him.
The data analysis shows that this subject is 45 years old. This is an ordinary dead man with signs of drug intoxication. His body is reduced in half and he was killed in a sadistic way. It's alright. We've avoided a scandal.
Alright, we've avoided a scandal. Good. Let's collect the salt. The salt, once we get back, we'll show you it. and now allows another item. Oh, I don't think we can examine. Oh, we can. No, we've done that. We've got to. Head back. Grab your second drill, or your drill I should say. Is that the durability 15, durability 2? There is aluminium around here, from what I remember. There she is. And that will just make sure when you... Whoops. Let's extract these. Done. All right, let's head back. Oh, what an awesome trip. Okay, so we got our salt. We got another light bulb. We got plenty of ice and aluminium and batteries as well. We've also got milk and we've got a grumpy chicken. But we can make so much more. Having a look at our equipment now, we can make double balloons, which can obviously extend what we need. So remember to look at the painting. So we need 2 more condoms, the plastic, and 2 thick electrical tape. What we can also do, if we look at our equipment itself, we should now be able to have, now that we've got the aluminium, be able to actually do our enhanced space suit. Let's go make ourselves a fancy suit. Look at that. Radiation protection 50. Okay, so the only other thing that's stopping us from here is actually getting glass. We've got the plastic. Well, we can definitely find more plastic, but we do need the suit. Isn't that a snazzy suit? We do also want to make another station. We'll make our first station. So there's one. Let's put on our snazzy suit. So frees up some room. Let's make ourselves another station. Awesome. All right, so we're going to take the alcohol with us on this trip. But let's just park all this stuff. The salt can go in our food box. And everything else goes up here. Handy scrapper. Scissors are good. We've got 1 drill. We've got a scanner. Let's make another scrapper. After the back. Okay, so we're going to head off for our next trip now. Where we're going, so I don't really need that in our slot there. We're going to head this way, where it is a little bit freezing, and we're going to start heading over down towards where we've got here, which is where the messages are coming, where Babe was sending us from. So we're going to head over there, but in order to get in there, because we know that we've got the radiation, we need to start working on the helmet. So hopefully when we go that way, we're going to start finding some glass. So let's head in, let's grab a little bit of sleep, and get ready to head out again. All right, looking good. Okay, I'm going to finish it up there for episode 3. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying it. That has allowed us to sort of get the new nutrients It also has allowed us to get our double balloon, so therefore we've got our oxygen reserves, and that is going to come super handy a little bit later. So it's actually doubled the amount of oxygen that we actually need. Plus it also taught us how to make our salty package, which is going to help us on our food side, plus obviously just reduce our thirst by 10. So salt and ice, and we've got plenty of salt and ice there as well. So thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the likes, hit the follow, or the subscribe I should say, if you'd like to see more of Breathedge or anything else that we're making. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next one.